You want to get your ass to grass.
Well, there's no grass in the gym, but you want to try and get your ass to grass. I think it's more of a
That's just the same
metaphor.
But really,
Sit down.
you want to go below.
Are we recording?
We're just test.
No shit, man. Take your time to
Sorry,
come.
man, I'm jumping
You're always late.
What's up, man? This is DLCFitness.
What's up, guys? This is DLCFitness.
This is our new video on how to squat.
We're going to be showing you proper form, what works for us, tips and tricks in this video, and demonstrate it as best as we can for you all.
Enjoy.
Stay tuned.
We hope you learn how to squat properly.
All you motherfuckers don't know what you're doing.
Damn, man.
It's a PG channel.
Swearing, man. Fuck.
So welcome to the video. Here you can see us stretching. Mobility is key when it comes to stretching.
When it comes to stretching.
Well, you always want to start off by stretching and warming up.
Yeah.
That's the main.
That's a key.
Main thing. Otherwise, you're going to call yourself an injury.
It's always good to be safe in the gym.
Mobility is key, especially when you're doing these compound movements. You want to be able to be flexible in your hips and your groins, your hip flexors nice and loose, quads and hamstrings as well. As you can see here, me and Joey are doing what we like to do for our hip flexors and groins. We can do a short video on that of what stretches we like to do, but we're just going to give you a short snippet of what we do prior to our squats.
Obviously, take your time when you're stretching as well. You don't want to rush through it.
Yeah, it's always a thing. You have to be patient. Make sure your muscles are nice and warmed up before you get into your first set. Don't want to be pulling, snapping something, because then yeah, that session's going to be cut real short. I'll tell you that.
It helps with full range of motion as well. So once you've seen that your joints have warmed up, you can get good range of motion, and that's what it's all about when it comes to these compound lifts.
You see Joey here,
Yeah.
and Matt's about to show you.
Always before I start squatting, normally start off with no weight, just to warm up, just get the action happening.
We've got Matt showing that bar path, making sure the bar's in line for proper form. Making sure that bar's staying nice and straight as you're going up and down.
And it's good to record yourself doing these compound lifts because they are quite a big movement, and experienced lifters can see that their form are breaking or they're finding weak spots in their actual exercise. It's good to record, and that way you can see where you're going wrong or what's working, what's not working.
Yeah. You can also share where to improve as well.
Yeah. And everyone's different, and hopefully you can see from this video that all three of our squats look differently, but they're all accomplishing the same effect. Here you can see me warming up with the bar, following that bar path with Joey, just watching over, and you can see that I'm getting below parallel, which is less than 90 degrees depth.
That's your goal.
And it's the grass.
As low as you can. Obviously, getting the lowest and the best. Best.
Range of motion.
That's it. Best range of motion. Obviously, getting that perfect.
Technique.
I'm good.
What I'm trying to say is you want to get the perfect technique and just don't go too heavy so you get your full range of motion and not injure yourself.
So here it is, the start position. The bar's at the top. You're standing nice and tall. You want to just find what's comfortable for yourself. The placement of the bar on the traps. You want to have that slight bend in your knees. You want to take a deep breath and have a strong core. You'll see me coaching Joey through these points in this next clip. So like I said, you want to be able to keep your chest up, slight bend in your knees, and the first thing that you're going to be doing is pushing back your hips. And as your hips pull back, you're going to see a bend in your knees. You want to be able to sit back into your heels, and you'll be able to.
And as you could see there as well, I was moving my feet, this position was comfortable for me. And obviously everyone's different with their foot position. Just depends on how tall you are, where it's comfortable for you.
Always trying to push up with your heels rather than your toes. Keep that vertical stance rather than trying to lean forward and kind of tip yourself over. Chest up. That's always a key.
So just saw that photo of the mid-position photo of myself. Again, just reiterating what's been shown in this clip. You can see that I'm telling Joey to maintain
Bar path, up and down.
Yep.
Try to keep it as straight as possible. Keep your back straight and try not to like curl your neck down and always neck up and chin straight.
So bottom position, bar path in line with the heels. Lead with the chest, sit back into your heels, push through your heels, squeeze your glutes on the way up, which is quite important and helps when you have a strong core just to stabilize everything. Target the muscle groups that are working. So you're looking at working your core, your quads, your hamstrings, your calves, your glutes, your hammies, and your hip flexors. It is a compound movement, so that's why there is the majority of the muscle groups being worked. In this clip you can see that I've put on some squat shoes and we've added some weight to the bar. We don't usually go straight into our working sets, we'll just warm up and acclimate the weight up into our working sets.
So increase the rate.
Yeah.
That's it. Obviously never go to your heaviest on your first set.
How do they get
It's going to end up disastrous.
So as you can see, the weightlifting shoes that I put on, that's what I kind of do with my squats, and anything over usually about 100 kilos I like to put on the stability belt as well. Just helps with getting a good core.
Yeah. It's also not so good to wear the stability belt all the time, because then obviously it's going to weaken your core. So you just want to do it when you really need it.
When you do those heavy
Yeah,
squats,
when you get to heavy
keep
squats.
yourself safe at all times.
Yeah.
As you can see here, my range of motion obviously is kind of a bit shorter compared to the Joey and Matt's range of motion. And here we're looking at Matt doing a different stance. And yeah,
There's various stances you can do for this video.
everybody's different, obviously. There's a closer stance, which really attacks your
Yeah, closer stance will target more of the outer stance.
Yeah.
But as you can see, it didn't really look quite comfortable for me. This is usually my normal stance here, just shoulder width. And you can see, most people tell you to keep your toes straight, but as you can see for the majority of our squats, our toes are kind of ducked,
Outwards.
rotated
Yeah.
exterior.
That's what's comfortable for us personally, but yeah, everybody's different.
You eventually find your full position.
And see, once you get down the track, you'll feel comfortable and find what's best for yourself.
Obviously, if you're starting off, it's going to feel a bit weird for the first few, but as you keep going, it'll be fine.
Yeah, repetitive motion, just continue to repeat the exercise and find yourself that what works for you best.
Just slowly work your way up.
Yeah,
That's it.
it's all about that progressive overload. It's a really good exercise to add in for your programming. It's a compound lift, so we usually like to do it at the start of our workouts because it is the most taxing. We usually like to keep it between rep ranges between 6 to 8 for us at the moment, just because of our programming, and the sets between 3 to 4 sets, acclimating our weights in a more pyramidized,
Yeah, that's the one.
Paralyzed.
just each set
After the
going
bigger
up in
ones.
weight.
Pyramid sets.
And we're finding that's
Yeah.
what's working for us, and maintaining strength and increasing strength and hypertrophy that way. But that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Now, this is DLC Fitness once again.
We hope you learned something off today's video, and
If you like, just leave us a comment down below or shoot us an email at dlcfitnessofficial@gmail.com.
don't be scared, we don't bite.
Yeah, that's it.
Leave a like, a comment on this video. It helps the channel grow quite a bit. Stay tuned for the next video, and remember,
There's always room
at
Jim's
Jim's house.
Motherfuckers.